Do like, subscribe, and hope you enjoy the topic. This one is about poor me cells. The poor old me cells. Poor old me really does sell. We as human beings, we're so easily given by the suggestive factors of life. A person that just has to basically, you heard the term, the power of suggestion. They can easily suggest to you that they have a need that needs to be filled, and they will make you feel so special for doing it for them. They've lived this way all their life because poor me does sell. It is really a selling feature of a human being surviving. The life of every single human being is to survive. Some people rise above it and they learn to thrive. They get away from the bit about survival. Survival in the steps of our life involve us taking certain actions and activities, especially in the brain and in the subconscious, that will reach out to other people saying that I'm not capable and I'm not well enough. Therefore, you are responsible for me. The reason why this sells so well is because when we're growing up, we are in a state of poor me in a lot of ways because without our mother and father giving us the necessary nutrients and shelter, clothing, and food, we we basically wouldn't be able to survive. So we learn growing up that this is a main arsenal within our structure. It's written within our growing up DNA. As we get older, some people don't want to depart from it because it works so well, especially if you are in any kind of environment. And I'm talking about the poor me person that enables the poor me. I've seen shows where the child will pull a fast one on the parent and do all the crying and all the necessary things that tugs at the heartstring of the parent, and then the kid will look down with a smirk on their face. It really works. For you to determine your life in a survival world, in the world that you're going to survive in. I mean, this guy, rock musicians have sung the song "Welcome to the Jungle," right? Is that you are going to have to learn to survive, and if you are growing in a healthy manner, you're going to go some survival to thrive. So, because you will become empowered, you will find the necessary. And the Bible says this: if you seek, you will find, guaranteed. Your structural integrity is going to be based upon integrity. So you abandon lies, and you'll know, just like the kid is able to manipulate their parents and get away with it. So when you grow up, you see those things they are beneath you. They're basically class. They're not a class act. And if you're going to wear your best outfit, I'm talking about your spiritual outfit, you're not going to be one who poor me sells. You're not about selling yourself. You're about your presentation. See, there's a big difference between you have in any kind of environment where people are selling a product, right? The salesman can put on a very good show to convince the investors that that sale is worth every bit of their cents, right? Their pennies, their dollars, everything, right? So they'll put it into it. That's what makes good salespeople, right? But when you have a presentation that is so convincing right from the beginning, the very appearance right from the start, the onlookers who have paid their dues in life look right away and connect right away that the presentation is perfect. It's professional. It didn't require any level of pulling the strings like puppets to get the sell. But poor me sells nevertheless, because in a larger scope of life, poor me presents a image that it's not well, but it can do better, and it has all the potential as long as you invest in it. The thing that goes in the reverse factor in the investment level is that you will discover the poor me does not have anything really to sell but their sales pitch. The presentation that they have, the product they're selling, is broken, disfigured, fragmented. It becomes your problem. So just to keep my video short and inspire you, is that however you see your life and where you are going in your life and however you're going to interact with other people, it is extremely important that you don't become entangled with a liability, or you don't descend to the person who is a liability. Because the thing is about where woe is me and poor me is that the poor me person always will remain poor. They will never ever become rich. Now, they could find many ways by having so many investors that they have fooled, snowed with their sales pitch to give them certain amounts of money. But after a while, as age catches up, so does the true face coming through their life. And what it shows is a life that is lived rather disgracefully. So for all that is worth, that the common denominator of your life, especially the force that drives your life, is that you are always one who is embracing grace. You see, we all need a touch of grace from God. We all do. It's called providence. But God will never enable a disgraceful person. And see, that's why people turn away from God. That's why they have an issue with God, because God calls them to account. See, God is so, he is so in the forefront because he holds the entire creation in the power of his hand. That those who stray from within that power become powerless. They become decayed. They become worthless. The Bible says that a heart that is worthless is in the wicked. And it's a wicked person who chooses to be poor me. Woe is me. See, there's a big difference if you're going to go through stuff and you need some extra help on the outside. And and people on the outside who are going to really, truly help you know that are not enabling a person to stay worthless. They're just giving you a few extra steps that you require so you can keep on walking. Babies don't do that. Babies are poor me. Babies never grow up. So just going to leave you with that. The last thing I'd like to say about the poor me that sells, it sells so much because people are busy in the masses, always paying attention to the stumps, the lower vibration of life. And only so many people rise above it. And in the process of them looking onto that, that is what they're familiar with. That's what they're acquainted with. That's why poor me sells, because it is easily transferred. It is easily like a virus. So many people have this mentality. So you all have a good day and trust you like the content. Bye.